Ben Scrivens and Victor Fost head into the regular season as the Edmonton Oilers tandem in goal. The pair was number 1 and number 1A last season, a campaign in which the team went through plenty of upheaval at the position following a disastrous start. It led to trades that saw Devin Dubnyk and Jason LaBarbera leave Edmonton, a free agent signing in Ilya Bryzgalov, and the use of minor leaguer Richard Bachman, before Scrivens and Fost joined the Oilers via trade. Scrivens was seen as the starter by the end, partly because of his solid play and because of an injury to Fost.
I would be shocked if Scrivens doesn't get the start to open the season, if he plays, well enough in the preseason, because he was kind of their guy at the end of last season. I'm sure that the goalie coach Fred Chabot has mapped out a scenario in the first month of the season where they play 10 games in October and says, okay, 5 each, and then after the first 10 games, whichever guy's playing better, then you're going to be 2 out of every 3. And the back-to-backs, there's a back-to-back on the first Oiler road trip, LA and Phoenix, so one will play one game, one will play the other game, and they'll go from there. I don't have a problem with the 1 and 1A thing. It's good competition, and whichever guy starts to play better plays more games. But they don't have Carey Price or Lundqvist, so this is what they got. And, hopefully they add the 2 together, and it adds up to 82 pretty good games.
Yeah, and they're far better off now than they were at the start of last season, no matter who gets to start on opening day. And I agree with Jem. I think this will be more of an equitable split, especially in the early going. Neither has sort of fallen off the map in the preseason, so there's no reason to believe that they won't sort of be able to step in and just switch it off. I think Scrivens probably put it best at training camp, when training camp opened, and saying that, it's not going to matter to anybody who's starting as long as they're stopping the pucks. And last year they got off to such a brutal start defensively and in net that anything is going to be an upgrade in that area.
But keeping opposition pucks out of the net isn't solely the responsibility of Scrivens and Fost. Both Oilers' defense and offense need to play their parts in reducing goals against.
I think the goaltending is tied into how well they play in their own end of the ice, and I think the goaltenders and the Oilers for the last few years certainly have been hung out to dry to a degree in terms of the quality of chances. So it's tough to say the goalies are just great. I think the Oilers have to score a few more goals too, because I don't think they can count on Fost and Scrivens giving up 2 goals every game and hoping to, unless they can get 3. And they've had trouble scoring, certainly 5-on-5 the last year or so, and that better change.
Yeah, they gave up like 48 goals in their first 12 games last year. I mean, that was,
that was the swarm defense.
Yeah, swarm defense.
That Toronto used too, and that's why their puck possession were stats for the analytics guys were not real good.
Yeah.